Shabbat Shalom. Shabbat Shalom to you all in Zoomland. Zoolander? Zoomlander. I am not Cantor Aronoff, clearly. Couldn't be, no one could be. I'm actually Cantor Linda Rich. And actually, some of the Balabatim here, they needed somebody, so they went through the phone book and they went through the C's for Cantor, and like everybody was working. And they're like, I'm the only one that was available. So here I am, out of retirement. And I'm very happy to be here. And I would like to wish you a Shabbat Shalom. I actually have a connection to this temple. I'm going to stall a little bit, maybe a few more people will pour right in. First of all, my daughter was bat mitzvah here a few years ago, quite a few years ago. I studied cantorial with Cantor Ellen Michelson, Alav Shalom. This will blow your mind. My father bar mitzvahed Rabbi Rothblum at, it's true, at the Breed Street Shul. Years ago, there's more people pouring right in. At the Breed Street Shul a few years ago. And also my daughter, Rachel, happens to be the assistant to Cantor Aronoff. That's if you like the service. If you don't like the service, she doesn't know me, I don't know her. You know how kids are. Anyway, I'm very happy to have my good friend and buddy, David Kamener, accompany me tonight. And Rabbi Alexander is here. You can't see her, but she's there. And we've got quite a few people here. It's packed. So, why are you laughing? Anyway, I've stalled enough. We're going to turn to page 5 and begin with Shalom Aleichem. So we're going to welcome the angels that are giving us peace. Peace to our angels. Come in peace. Angels of peace. Bless us with peace. Go in peace. And sing at home. It's a lai beginning. And here too. Hoy shalom aleichem malachei hasharet malachei elyon Mimenech malchei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu Bochem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon Mimenech malchei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu lai 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 Baruch Huni l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon Mimelech malchei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu Tzedchem l'shalom malachei hashalom malachei elyon Mimelech malchei hamalachim hakadosh baruch hu Lai 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 Turn to page 11. Let us go and sing to Adonai. Let us trumpet praise to our protector. Filled with thanks, let us greet God, raising our voice in song, the Hunaranana. lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Naria, Naria, letzor yishenu, nekad mafana b'torah. Naria, Naria, letzor yishenu, bizmirat nariyano. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Lechu neranena, lechu neranena, lechu neranena, Adonai. Ki el gadol Adonai. Read silently till the last paragraph on page 12. Arba'im shana akud b'dor v'amar am to'ei levavim v'hem lo yida'u derachai asher nishpati be'api im yevon el menuchati. Turn to page 14. The heavens shall be glad and the earth rejoice, the sea in its fullness roar. Yismechu hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yeramayam, 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 umelo. Yeramayam, 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 umelo. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, hashamayim. Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yismechu hashamayim, v'tagel haaretz. Yiram hayam u'mala'o. Yalos sadai v'chol asher bo. Os yeranenu kol otzeyar lifnei Adonai kiva lishpot haaretz. Yishpot hevel betzedek ve'amim be'emunato. They're coming. Turn to page 20. Exalt Adonai our God and bow down at God's holy mountain, for Adonai our God is holy. Please join me in singing Romamu. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishakavu le'hakot shiro. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu v'yishakavu le'hakot shiro. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romamu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romamu. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu ve'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Romamu Adonai Eloheinu ve'yishtachavu lehar kodsho. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romamu. Ki kadosh Adonai Eloheinu romamu. And so now we come to the Chadodi. Come, my beloved, to welcome the bride. Let us greet Shabbat as she arrives. So I believe, Rabbi, we don't rise yet till the end? Okay. So the Chadodi. Verse 1, 2, 5, and the last. Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabbalah lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabbalah Shamar v'zachor v'dibur echad Yishmi'anu el hamiyuchad Adonai echad u'shemo echad L'shebu tiferet v'nitila Lecha dodi Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabbalah Likrat Shabbat lechu v'nei lecha Yihi mechor ha'baracha Beirosh mikedem nesucha Sof ma'aseh v'machshava techila Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabbalah Lecha dodi likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabbalah Hitorari Givorechu miori Ori Shir Dameri Kevod Adonai Alayich nigla Lecha dodi Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabbalah Please rise as we face the entrance to the sanctuary as we welcome the Sabbath bride. Shalom ateret banam Gam b'simacha u'b'tzonam Toch emunei am tziguna Boi Likrat kala b'nei Shabbat lekabbalah Lecha dodi Likrat kala, b'nei Shabbat, nekabela. Please be seated. And please turn to page 27. It is good to thank you, Adonai, and sing to your name most high, to proclaim your love at daybreak, your faithfulness each night. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Written by our own Rabbi Rothblum. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. La 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 la. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. Mizmor Shir Liyom HaShabbat. La 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 la. Tov lehodot l'Adonai ולזמר לשמחו עליון להגיד בבוקר חסדיך באמונתך בלילות עלי עצב ועלי נבר עלי היגיון בחינות כי שימחתני אדוני בפניך במעשה ידיך רנן מזמור שיר ליום השבת מזמור שיר ליום השבת מזמור שיר ליום השבת la 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 page 28 Sadiq Sadiq אתה יפרח כארז בו בדון יזכו שתולים בבית אדוני מחצרות אלוהינו יפריחו עוד אלוהות בשיבה דשנים רעננים יהיו להגיד כי יושר אדוני צורי ולא עוולת בו מזמור שיר ליום השבת מזמור שיר ליום השבת מזמור שיר ליום השבת לי 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 לי. And so now it's time for the candle lighting. Rabbi, would you like to do the honors? Were you just going to talk to our accompanist? So if you turn back to page 4 and rice. No rice? Okay. Everybody has their own minhag.
If anybody is not going to be lighting at home, please feel free to stand or come up or whatever you'd like to do in order to join with us.
Sure. And we'll chant it as long as I have the music. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik להדליק נר של שבת. And we remain standing for the Baruch Hu, page 39a. We can't doctor has to get the page number. And this basically is the call to worship, sort of the beginning of our Mariv service. Join with me. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai 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 la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai 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 la lai 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 lai. Lai la lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Lai 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 lai. Be seated as we continue reading in Hebrew on page 39a. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher bidvaro ma'ariv aravim bechokma poteach she'arim uvitvuna meshana itim umachalif et hazmanim umesader et hakochavim b'mishmerotehem barakia kirtzono borei yom v'layla golel or mipnei choshech v'choshech mipnei or. Continuing, David. Mavir yom u'mevir layla Mavtir ben yom u'ben layla Adonai Tzevaot Shemo El Chai V'Kayam Tamid Yimloch Aleinu Le'olam V'ed Baruch Atah Adonai Amariv Aravim. You could be seated. As we continue on page 40 with Ahavat Olam. With timeless love you have loved your people, the house of Israel. You have taught us Torah and mitzvot, statutes and laws. Ahavat Olam. Ahavat Olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha Avta, Torah u'mitzvot, chukim u'mishpatim, atonu limadetam. Akid Adonai Eloheinu B'shachbeinu v'kumeinu Nasiach chukecha V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha v'mitzvotecha Le'olam va'ed Ki yehem chayenu ve'yorech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla Ki yehem chayenu ve'yorech yameinu Uvahem nege yomam v'layla Ki הם חיינו ויארך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם ולילה כי הם חיינו ויארך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם ולילה כי הם חיינו ויארך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם ולילה כי הם חיינו ויארך ימינו ובהם נגה יומם ולילה ואהבתך אל תשים ממנו לעולמים ברוך אתה אדוני אוהב עמו ישראל שמע ישראל אדוני אלוהינו אדוני אחד ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבבך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ולכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם לאות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך. Continue reading silently, top of page 42 to the bottom. והיד שמו ישמעו את זמנו. שאנוכי מצווך אתכם. Adonai Elohim Emet. So we continue our service on page 44 with Micha Mocha. First I'm going to just read a little of the English. Who is like you, Adonai, among the mighty? You can join me if you'd like. Who is like you, Adonai, in holiness, revered in praise, working wonders. Your children recognized your sovereignty as you split the sea before Moses. This is my God, they responded and said, Adonai will reign forever and ever. And so it is written, Adonai has rescued Jacob and redeemed him from the hand of those more powerful than him. Baruch atah Adonai, who redeemed the people Israel. Starting at the top of the page. Umalchuto b'ratzon kibelu alehem. Moshe uMiriam u'bnei Yisrael echanu shira. Now this is a Yambidi Bim Bambai kind of start. So if you don't know it, you'll catch on. Yambidi Bim Bambai bye, Yambidi Bim Bambai bye, Yambai bye, Yambai bye, Yabba bye, Oi, Yambidi Bim Bambai bye, Yambidi Bim Bambai bye, Yambai bye, Yabba. Try with me, Yamba bye, everybody. Yumbity bim bum at home. Come on, you're not singing. I can hear that you're not singing. Yumba, that's better. Yumba, bye, bye, bye. Yumbity bim bum, bye, bye. Yumbity bim bum, bye, bye. Yumba, bye, yumba, bye, yumba, bye, bye, bye. Mi chamocha ba'elim Adonai, mi kamocha, nedar bakodesh, no rata hilot, ose pene, no rata hilot, ose pene. Yumbity bim bam bye bye, yumbity bim bam bye bye, ya bye bye, ya bye bye, ya ba 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 bye. Yumbity bim bam bye bye, yumbity bim bam bye bye, ya bye bye, ya bye bye, ya ba ba. Malachutecha rauvanecha, okeyayam livnei Moshe. Ze'eli anu ve'yamaru, Ze'eli anu ve'yamaru. Yambidi bim bam bye bye, yambidi bim bam bye bye, ya bye bye, ya bye bye, ya ba 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 bye. Yambidi bim bam bye bye, yambidi bim bam bye bye, ya bye bye, ya bye bye, ya ba bye bye bye. Adonai yimloch leolam va'ed, leolam va'ed. Yumbidi bim bam bye bye, yumbidi bim bam bye bye, ya bye bye, ya bye bye, ya ba bye bye bye. V'rema ki farayet Yaakov, u'ge'alom yad chazak mimenu, Baruch atah Adonai. Gal Yisrael, Amen. So, I meant to do this at the beginning of the service, but I got famished. You know, there's some words that sound Yiddish but are not. One of them is this whole book. One of them is called far-fetched. Far-fetched. It's a far-fetched. Doesn't that sound Yiddish? But it's not. There's a whole book of that. It's very cute. But anyway, I digress. So what I'd like us to do is just close our eyes and just take a slow breath in. Oh, and when you blow your air out, just throw away the whole week. Just throw it in the trash. And just revel in the fact that we were given this wonderful, wonderful, joyous 24-hour period called Shabbat, the Holy Shabbat, the day of rest, where we can just be with ourselves, be with God, and just forget the world for a little bit. And pray for peace. So this Hashkivenu is on page 45. Take some more breaths. Okay, and let's read this together. This is the whole paragraph. Allow us, Adonai, our God, to sleep peacefully. Awaken us to life, O Sovereign. Spread over us your canopy of peace. Restore us with your good counsel, and save us for the sake of your name. Shield us. Remove from us enemies, pestilence, sword, starvation, and sorrow. Remove the evil forces that surround us. Shelter us in the shadow of your wings. For you, God, watch over and deliver us. And you, God, are sovereign, merciful, and compassionate. Ensure our going and coming for life and for peace, now and forever. May you spread over us your canopy of peace. Baruch atah Adonai, who spreads the canopy of peace over us, over all the people of Israel, and over Jerusalem. Ufros aleinu sukkot shelomecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Haporei sukkot shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Haporei sukkot shalom, Aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael. Ve'al Yerushalayim. Amen. The people Israel shall observe Shabbat, maintaining it as an everlasting covenant throughout all generations. It is a sign between me and the people Israel for all time, that in 6 days Adonai made the heavens and the earth, and on the seventh day ceased from work and rested. And another great hit from Rabbi Rothblum. Shama, please join me. V'shamaru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat, la'asot et ha-Shabbat לדורותם ברית עולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. בני ובני ישראל אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם, אותי לעולם. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ, ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. ויום השביעי שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש, שבת וינפש. ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת, לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Chatzi Kaddish, Hasidic version, is a little different and shortened than the one you're used to. But please join me if you know. Yitgadal v'yitgadash shemei Rabba v'yamal dirach yerutei v'yamlich malchutei v'chayechon v'yomechon v'chayedecho beit Yisrael v'hagala u'bizman karib v'yimru amen amen. Yehi shemei Rabba mevarach le'alam u'lanei alamaya. Yitvarach v'yishtabach v'yitfahar v'yitromam v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitalem v'yitahalal. Shemei, Shemei, Shemei dekudesham, dekudesham berichu le'yela min kol birchatam, birchatam v'shiratam, tushbechatam v'nechematam, na'amiran ve'yalma ve'imaru. Amen. We rise for the silent Amidah, pages 47 to 52. Oseh Shalom Bimrama Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imru Amen. Oseh Shalom Bimrama Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael Ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael 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 Ve'imru Amen. Kaddish Shalem, page 54. Yitkara v'ikra shemei Rama Be'amad yivrach Yudei v'yamlich malchutei B'chayei chonu v'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael B'agala v'zman karev v'yimaru Amen. Yehi shemei Rabba mevarach Le'alam olal me'yomaya Yitbarach v'yishavach v'yitbar v'yidrom v'yitnasei v'yitadar v'yitadar shemei ne'kudisham Le'ela min kol v'kra v'shirata tushbechata v'nechamata da'amiram v'yamalei yimaru Titkabal tzlot hon v'ot hon l'go Yisrael kodam avonu v'shmaya v'yimaru Yehi shlama rabba v'yitmai v'chayim Haleinu me'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru Oseh Shalom Bimrama Hu Yaseh Shalom Haleinu me'al kol Yisrael v'yimaru Amen. We rise for the Kiddush, page 55. All those of you at home, got your wine. Savri Chaverai Chaverotai Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Borei peri hagafen Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam Asher kiddishanu mitzvotav v'ratzavanu V'shabbat kodsho Be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu Zikaron le'masei v'reishit Ki hu yom techila Le'mikra'ei kodesh Zecher litziat Mitzrayim Kivanu v'acharta Me'otanu kidashta Mikol ha'avim B'shabbat kodshecha Be'ahava v'ratzon Hinchaltanu Baruch atah Adonai Mekadesh HaShabbat L'chaim zu gesund. I will. I did. So we remain standing for Aleinu. Aleinu לשבח לאדון הכל, לתת גדולה ליוצא בראשית, שלא עשינו כגויי ארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגאל עלינו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים, הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נותן שמיים ויוצר הארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו בגבי מרומים, הוא אלוהינו אינו אמת מלכנו אפס זולתו, ככתוב בתורתו, וידעת היום בשבותה אל לבבך, כי אדוני הוא האלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת, אין עוד. על כן נקבל לך אדוני. יא מלכות שחיים, כך כתוב בתורתך, אדוני ימלוך לעולם ועד. ונאמר בהיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ, ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, ושמו אחד. Be seated. These are the names of the anniversaries of those that passed away this time and those that recently passed. I don't know if there are any, but we remember Joseph Bialik, Nina Noodleman, Lester Price, Milford Abelson, Frank Cohen, Isidore Famillion, Gilbert Kaplan, Mark Dozeritz, Ray Gilbert, Lillian Goldstein, Edward Kessler, Abner Kreisberg, Rachel Morris, Isidore Weinstein, Brian West, Samuel Augenblick, Rose Bolsky, Harold Dietz, Dr. Melvin Goodman, Ruth Keller, Martin Robbins, Stephen Abelson, Prosper Cohen, Rose Jacoby, Nettie Burke, Arlene Hartung, Minnie Lepler, Fred Price, Estelle Sahlberg, Frank Cohen, Gertrude Lepler, Paul Mark, Fanny Nebron, Richard Roseman, Mort Rothenberg, Bernard Siegel, Max Silverman, and Shmuel Sternhill. Is there anybody? In solemn testimony to that unbroken bond which links the generations one to another, let those who mourn now rise to sanctify God's name, and those who wish to join them in solidarity as we recite the Mourner's Kaddish on page 58. Yit Gadal v'yitkadash shemei Rabbah. Be'alma divra chirutei ve'amlich malchutei. B'chayechon u'b'yomechon u'b'chaye dechol Beit Yisrael. Ba'agalav izman kariv v'yemru Amen. Yehi shemei Rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lalmei u'lamamaya. Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. V'yitadar v'yitaleh v'yitalal shemei dekudesha b'richu. Le'ela min kol berchata v'shirata. Tush b'chata v'nechemata. Da'amiran be'alma v'yemru Amen. Yehesh shlama Rabbah min shemaya. V'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael v'yemru Amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, huyaseh shalom, aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael, ve'al kol yoshvei tevel, ve'imru Amen. Please be seated. There are some announcements here. Shall I read some announcements, Rabbi Alexander? Do we do that on Friday night? I wasn't quite sure. Oh, okay. Have you been here before? You just came off the street? Well, I think we have announcements. I saw them. Oh, yes, here they are. Well, it's always good to stay informed, right? So, first of all, I want to thank David Kamener for doing a wonderful job accompanying me. Rabbi Alexander for just being my support, sitting there and looking lovely and on Shabbat, and all of you for attending en masse, and all of you out there. North Hollywood Interfaith Food Pantry needs our help. The pantry is seeking a significant increase in families needing food assistance. You can help by volunteering at the pantry to make sack lunches, transport food, and donate it at ADOT's upcoming food drive, which is July 18th to the 24th. If you have any questions, please contact Rachel Eli at REELI, that's Reeli, 99 at yahoo.com. And then Operation Backpack, Saturday, July 23rd. We're very grateful to everyone who has generously donated to Operation Backpack. We're eager to raise an additional $2,000 to reach our goal for 2022. We need everyone's help. Operation Backpack gives school supplies and backpacks to the children of veterans, yes, as our way of expressing thanks to those who have done so much for our nation. We will be assembling the backpacks following Shabbat morning services on Saturday, July 23rd. Please give what you can. No amount is too small. If you have any questions about any of our programs here, or sponsoring a Shabbat Kiddush, or Shabbat Kiddush, please reach out to Andrea Jaffe, and Shabbat Shalom. With that, we're going to conclude. Is there any other announcements, anything I left out? Oh, yes, Rabbi.
I want to make sure that everybody knows what an example and a pioneer you have been in the cantorate, because Cantor Rich was and is one of the cantors who are women in our community that everybody knew about from the time that you began your cantorate. What year was it? I'll tell you.
1978.
1978.
Officially.
And it's people like you who come with incredible spirit and an incredible voice who teach generations of people to be involved in the music and the joy that is Judaism. So I just wanted everybody to know she's not just a visitor for today, she's a visitor for today.
I just want to, this is totally unexpected. I want to thank you so much.
So
You really
thank
touched
you
my
for being
soul,
here
my
tonight.
heart. And thank you for your wonderful words. And you are a pioneer as well, a woman rabbi. I mean, there's a few of them around, but I think we were kind of some of the pioneers. When did you become a rabbi? 80. So you're kind of a pioneer too. I wouldn't say kind of. So thank you for those sweet words. I'm really touched. So with that, we shall turn to page, let's see what page. She threw me completely off. 211 for Adon Olam. Okay, hit it. Adon Olam Hashem Anav B'terem kol Yitzir Nivra Le'et Nasa B'chefsa kol Hazai Melech Shemo Nikra Hazai Melech Shemo Nikra V'yacharei Kiklot HaKol Levado Yimloch Noram V'hu haya v'hu hove V'hu yiyeh b'tifara V'hu yiyeh b'tifara V'hu echad v'ein sheni Ham shelo le'achira V'li reshit v'li tachlit V'lo ha'oz v'ha'misra V'lo ha'oz v'ha'misra V'hu eini v'chai go'ali V'tzor chevni v'yetzara V'hu nisi u'manos li Menat kosi b'yom ekra Menat kosi b'yom ekra B'yado hapkin ruchi Yeitishon ve'ya'iram Ve'im ruchim geviyatim Adonai li ve'lo mira Adonai li ve'lo mira. Before we say a final Shabbat Shalom, I just want to also mention Cantor Aronoff. Thank you for allowing me to be here today. And I hope you have a safe journey and go in peace and come in Shalom, come back safely. And Shabbat Shalom to everybody. Being silly. Shabbat Shalom.
It's the song that never ends, folks. It's the prayer that never ends. And that's the way it is. And that's the way it is. Here. Well, America's Vespucci discovered America, or whatever. Christopher Columbus discovered America, you discovered that. But that's the way it is. I don't know, I really don't know Christopher very well. Find out. Well, I would talk to somebody if they knew, but who am I supposed to ask? Maybe Mr. Google. Bonnie Google. No, that's his brother. All righty then. Okay, maybe. Linda, very good, very good, very good. And all of the things are right over here. I must let myself do and go home and pray. My dog might be on flat leg.
Oh no.
My little dog might be on flat leg. Her beloved Charlie. What's the time?
better leave that there. Misha Barrow, announcements, websites, this. I'll leave that there.